before I go, there are obviously some arguments for why it's okay to smoke cigarettes and marijuana and all that stuff. And there was one that was used about like it was religious. God gave this to us as a gift and all that stuff. But you know, we have to explain it because there are things that cigarettes, that tobacco and marijuana is doing, that in those perspectives, God can't like change it. Like if you smoke weed, God doesn't stop you from getting high. You know what I mean? And so that level of effect there is where I'm at and trying to explain things. So the argument that seems to be developing for why it's okay to smoke marijuana and cigarettes is that if the organism is like everything else coming out of nowhere, then it's automatically headed nowhere as a result. And so it's just alive to grow and to spread because that's just the motion that it's in for whatever reason. And so instead of just burning out the entire species, which probably is something that was tried at some point, instead of just like cutting down the species to extinction, humans made a somewhat what's the word? It's not symbiotic. It's co-biotic relationship with it, in which they keep growing the plants, growing these organisms, giving them a space to grow in exchange for non-consequences whenever we smoke them. So that's another thing that's also causing a bit of a disimbalance whenever a disimbalance. No, that's what this is, a disimbalance. I'm balanced and I'm not balanced, but I'm still balanced. So that argument contradicts something I said, but I was monitoring as well. The only issue is this, that it falls into this category of being able to dismiss other people's suffering by claiming some scientific argument, and that's something that I watch out for. So whenever we get to that state where I can describe things being like nothing matters and there are no consequences for what we do, and then there are no collisions anymore, then these ethical challenges won't make sense. But as far as there are consequences for what we do, the ethics of doing these drugs seems to still affect us, and may be what led to the chemical development that alters our mindset. So in order to sustain the argument that it's okay and that there are no consequences, you must reach a point in which, even though there's still collisions in front of you, you understand that life is inherently a non-collisive thing. That's what it's trying to be. And you can also understand the comprehension of just existing right now without needing to explain it, and nothing bad happens because of that. And if you can get there, then smoking weed keeps it in a function that actually helps it go through that same experience. But if you're not there and life is still serious and you're still in a heavy state of survival, then that ethical challenge you're passing on. So I'll word it better over time, but like I said, that's my mission as of now.